Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and one of the most fun items in all of Industrial Craft Classic has got to be the nuke. But how big is the explosion and how big can we make it? We're gonna test a series of nukes, so we're gonna do 1 nuke, 2 nukes, 4 nukes, maybe 8 nukes. I will see whether or not my computer can actually withstand such an explosive thing, or whether or not it might melt. But I guess we're starting off here today with 1 nuke, and it has been detonated. You can tell because every living thing in its vicinity is now dead. And there is our crater. Pretty decent-sized crater, I'd say. A little bit smaller than you'd get from a nuclear reactor. We tested one on this exact same world previously, and it had a bit more of a devastating effect. But I mean, it definitely cut the tops off of these trees over here, which is a bit weird. So that's what we're looking at from above. That is our crater, and I think that's pretty decent, but I think we can do better. So we've got 2 nukes this time, and we'll put the button between them so they activate at the exact same time. And what we're expecting here is probably a bit of a wider explosion, something more akin to an oval. Hopefully it doesn't melt my computer. I guess we'll find out. Really, the countdown and the weight is the worst part. So as we can see, every living thing around it has just been vaporized. I'm hoping the ocean doesn't interfere with the size of the crater too much. It might make it difficult to really ascertain the full devastating scale of this, but oh gosh, no, yeah, that's bigger. And has it almost reached into our other crater? It looks like it might have. See, that's going to make comparing the two difficult. We're going to let the world load a little bit more, and then we're going to go ahead and bring up our map. Oh wow, it's still eating away at the world. It's still going. The computer is still calculating the devastating effects of our actions. Wow. Yeah, okay, actually the ocean's helped, because you can see these sort of weird ripples. That's the outer reaches of this explosion, and it absolutely has eaten into our little crater over here. That feels like more than double. It feels like it's compounded on itself to make a far more devastating explosion. We're gonna have to go really far away to test 4 of them. Oh wow, yeah, look, you can see here, there was a little dip in the land so the explosion could get out past the mountain. And it reached all the way over to here. That almost makes me wonder if we should be testing this in a large, flat area to get the true feeling of scale. But then again, I guess no one plays Minecraft in a large, flat area, right? No one uses super flat worlds when they play Minecraft, am I right? If you do, comment down below, let me know. Alrighty, folks, well, as it happened, after that last explosive test, the world became unresponsive, and I couldn't load back into it after I was forced to force quit the game to get out of it. So, I've recreated it, and we're going to be doing another test now, which I'm sure will likely also end in the world being broken and corrupted, but, you know, for our amusement, it's worth it. 4 nukes, 1 button. We're gonna pull back here, and my goodness, I feel very bad for the llamas now. I have a feeling we're gonna have to go quite a ways back for this one. Quite a ways. And I would be shocked if the world still existed in a functioning state after this. Alright, yep, that's everything living dead, except for those 2 sheep over there. They survived somehow for now. For now. On the very edge of the explosion radius, I suppose. I don't expect them to survive what happens next. My computer has ramped up, calculations have begun, now we just wait patiently. I want to throw out there now that about a full minute has passed, and absolutely nothing has changed on screen other than the clouds rolling by. This is insane. The computer sounds like it's about to go to Mars right now. It's about to just launch from my desk and go. And yet more time still has passed. I'm worried it's going to start getting dark in this world before anything happens. I'm starting to question if maybe the world has just crashed and we haven't noticed it yet. I mean, it's possible. It's perfectly possible. I see the distant landscape is still loading in, which is nice to see. I wonder if we should get closer. Maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe we just need to zoom on down here and give it a bit of a better inspection. Okay. There's plenty of dead chickens. Can we pick these items up? I want. Oh! There it is. There it goes. Oh my. Oh my goodness. Okay. What about our sheep friends here? They're just flying in the air. There's just hovering zombies and creepers and skeletons. It's like they haven't figured out yet that the ground's been removed from beneath them. Bless them. They don't know what's going on. They're just confused. Hello? They're all irradiated. They all have nuclear poisoning. Oh, I reckon they're dead. They just don't know it yet. Wow. So what does that look like on the map? That's a pretty big explosion. That's a pretty big explosion right there. Wow. The computer has not slowed down yet. It's still calculating this. We went straight on down to bedrock with that. Just an Enderman stood around. He's had better days. I think what's probably killing the computer right now is the number of items left behind. So sometimes items will drop. Not every block will break like this, but many will. And that's a lot of entities for it to keep track of. That's probably why it still sounds like a rocket ship. And why everything hasn't snapped back into reality just yet. Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh, that was strange. Some rubber banding. Looks like gravity is kicked back in. I wonder if that means all of our monsters are gone. I don't see them anymore. Yeah, okay, it looks like the world finally caught up with itself. Oh my goodness. Got some really jerky animation of the water and the lava starting to flow in. Alright, well I think it's pretty safe to say that 4 nukes is not for the faint of heart. I still want to try 8 though. Alright, well I know that I said 8, but I've got 9 nukes here in a newly regenerated world, and I think it's about time we find out what happens when we set them all off together. So without any further ado, let the insanity begin. The first thing we expect to see happen is once they detonate, all of the animals on screen die. There they go. The next thing we expect to have happen is my computer to ramp up, like it's trying to blow a hole in the wall. It's done that. And while we wait for this explosion to happen, I'm gonna go for a walk, because I have a feeling it's gonna be a while. Oh my gosh, I actually got up and started making myself some lunch. I started cooking. That's how long this took. Oh, lordy mighty. That's a big hole. Oh my gosh, I can't even fit it in. My render distance is set to 20, and it's not far enough to get the whole thing in one shot. Let's crank that sucker up a bit and see where that gets us. Maybe, oh. So that is what 9 nukes will get ya. That is just pure devastation. I love it. Alright, well, if you folks want to watch me blow up some more things, leave some suggestions in the description of the- Oh! I'm sorry? What? What happened there? Wait! What happened there? I think time must have been frozen and it just snapped back to reality. Yeah, there goes the gravity. Oh my goodness. Well, if you folks have some suggestions or recommendations for other things you'd like to see blown up in Minecraft, comment down below and let me know. Till next time, God bless each and every one of you, and I'll see you later. Bye!